We're talking today about soulless. Have you ever heard someone say, "You're soulless"? Do they even know what it is? I'm going to explain it to you today so you can understand more about the ladder of life. If you didn't catch that video, it's below. Will help you shift and move through your life and really start to make things better. We are in this unprecedented time of evil on the planet like never before, and it's sweeping. They're throwing everything out. We said it would be chaos. We said it would be challenging. Nobody didn't say that. So we got to get through it together, and the best way is to understand that the faith level is getting higher and higher. And yes, there's this whole sweeping energy saying we've had enough of the evil on the planet. Let's sweep it away. This is where the soulless comes in. I'm Tracy L. I'm an energy healer and an intuitive guide. I've been in this space for a long time. I was in my own test subject for over 22 years. I do not edit my videos because if you are channeling information and giving it, you should never edit your videos. Then you're getting a break in the actual information that is challenging. So I do use my hands, my voice, everything, see, feel, hear to make sure you get the shift. If you want to know more about my journey, how I restored my own life after multiple near-death experiences, you can read my book below, God, Where Are You? It's Me. It also gives you a lot of tools and things that you can move through and study, or the prayer books as well. They're also on Amazon to help you learn how to, they're all channeled, so they'll give you words that you can use and you'll understand from health to wealth to intuition across the board, bullying, feeling alone, abandoned, addiction. They were all channeled to help you actually become empowered. I'm known as a tool lady for a reason. Okay. I want to talk to you guys about soulless. A lot of people, you've heard that and they're like, I'm soulless, or they're soulless, or am I soulless? This is how it works. So we have that power of the hand of God, which is here, which is the universe divine, which is the ultimate love. So we know there's love and fear, right? Love and fear. So this is the ultimate love guide. Okay. Then there's the darker energy, the evil energy that runs on Luciferian energy, dark, whatever you want to call it. So God, universe, divine, Luciferian, dark energy, wherever you want to call it. So we are in the battle for Earth right now. We are in a spiritual battle, and it has been taken over. So they call it kind of like the devil's playground for a long time. And now the lights come in and said, see you later. So this is how it works. So basically, if you understand, this energy can never trump the love energy. It can never do it. It's always underneath like this, right? So it's always a lower vibration. And you know, they run on fear, manipulation. You know, these authoritative bodies, that's what they do, right? What happens when somebody becomes soulless? So you're probably wondering, how are there so many people out there that seem to not give a shit? They don't care, right? Oh, sorry, I said a bad word. Okay, they'll probably bleep me out. Not give two hoots. Yeah, don't care. So what happens is if they fall under this energy long enough, so if you look in the world, there's been this blanket thing that if you are wanting to get ahead, you should be corrupt. And many of us don't understand that. We don't understand the evil, but we've played in it in other lifetimes. And what happens is, as you look in the world, right, all the corruption has come. These people have moved up financially, so the money has become their way about being corrupt. And I'm not saying you can't be a good person and make a lot of money. That's not what I'm saying. But they've used it. So if you look at Hollywood, you look at fame, you look at politicians, it's all this corrupt energy. They play under this Luciferian umbrella. What happens there is you have your guides, you have your angels, you have your guides, good people working, right? There's also other energies that can come and help you. So some people call them aliens or whatever, but there's other energies that also can step forth and help humanity and help, because there's always this battle for Earth because of the way that we function, the way our souls, our spirit functions, very different than other places apparently in the universe if you've done the studying. So over here, if you make this agreement to be in this place, what happens with these people, they become soulless. Now, you probably have people chuck at you, you're soulless because you didn't do what they want. Those are just insecure people that don't know whatever they're talking about, right? We've all had it at some point, and it's like they don't know what they're talking about. And they use it as manipulation because usually they're just hurt and insecure. But if you start playing in this energy, so you look at these authoritative bodies, like how can they do that to people? Like they legit are soulless. So what happens is their essence gets taken away. Their essence of who they are is actually gone. And spiritually, very clear, it gets taken away. When the essence gets taken away, it's very empty. So the spirit And the soul, they literally become very numb. It doesn't mean it's not part, but it's like that soul gets really kicked out, right? So you remove the essence, the soul gets kicked out, and they're not there. They can do whatever, they can work in those bodies, and they have no remorse, they have no compassion, they have no empathy. So when they're running under this energy, this dark energy, they do become soulless because they lose their essence. So remember that. And these energies, so you hear about, alien energies or reptilian energies, these energies are all part of that umbrella. So basically, they are running. So, you know how we have our spirit guides and our teams and all of here that you're working with, and you have your angels, and it's all nice, and you like that space. Over here, they are working with very reptilian, nasty forms of energies that come from other places as well. So they've got the fallen angels. They've got a lot of nasty. I would say look at Star Trek and think of the Klingons, right? It's kind of like that. And then you look over here and you look at Star Trek or you look at Star Wars. Maybe let's look at Star Wars. You got the Jedi that are like, they want to move forward. So you kind of got the Darth Vader that's very dark, doesn't care, so much hurt, so much pain. And that's how they're able to go under this umbrella. They want to sell their soul to the devil to get ahead, to have fame or fortune. And they're willing to do that because of the pain and the insecurities that they carry within. So they're given a lie that if they sell their soul to the devil, then basically, all this money's going to make them happy. And then we realize we know what happens there, right? So that's where that is. Whereas when you come over here and you look and you guys are the Jedi, and you're like, there's absolutely no way. You want to work with the force. You want to work with the energy of love and compassion and kindness for all. And that's where the light is shifting right now. So that light is getting stronger and it's coming down upon the planet and is really, really starting to spread. Spirit showed it like it's a wave that's coming over the planet. It's this beautiful wave of energy that's coming over the planet. And again, though, remember, this is why you're seeing all of this information, because they got to keep chucking things on the demonic side. They need more fear. So their fuel of fear is getting less and less. So they're basically starving. So they have to infiltrate more and more. And I've always said there will be loss, a lot of loss. We've talked about this for years. If you followed me, I know people say, do you have a Patreon? I have a Miraculous Academy, which is my uncensored version of a Patreon. You can get that below, where I'm with you literally 7 days a week with live updates, videos, clearings, activations, teachings, health, wealth, intuition. That's all there to help you, because we got to navigate this together. I would say it's like an arc. We're in the arc, but lots of people can choose to get out of the arc and they can go into the water. And if you go back in the water, you're going to be swimming with sharks because you're going to be in this energy, right? It's not easy to stay there. It's not easy to stay steadfast, but that's why we have community. We come together. It's important. You can comment below. I always comment, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, I will comment as much as I can to make sure you guys are okay. And that's how we want to form this bond together, to move in the light, to stay in the light. And it's so important that we strengthen this bond, you, me, our community, to strengthen it, to keep helping each other lift up this ladder of life. Because we are in this right now, we're in end game. Like, this is everything. How long it goes, is it going to go this full year into another year or two? Probably the max of it, the big crescendo will be this year. And then you're going to still see a lot, because there's so much to clean up. It's not going to end this year. There's going to be so much more. Just when you think it's going to pull back, you're going to see it again, right? But they're losing big time. So there's a lot of things in the light. So when someone says soulless, remember, you're not soulless. If someone says that to you, they're just spewing things to hurt you. Move that away. You're soulless when your essence is gone and you have no compassion and no empathy. Narcissists will quite often tell you you're soulless because their energy shut off. And a lot of times they're so hurt and insecure from childhood and so much abuse that that's what they'll do. They'll say to people, you're soulless, because they're creating so much harm, and they know they're creating harm. So that, I'd love to hear your comments. I love it when you guys comment below. Hit the like, subscribe, and share. But remember, this energy never can trump over the love. So we have love and we have fear, but this energy always will win. And now this energy, this playground, has been allowed to just sort of go, and for a long time. And humanity is bought into it. That's what we're seeing right now in the schools and stuff like that. It's pretty strong. If you want to know more about world events, I tend to just talk about them on TikTok. You can come over there to me. health stuff, I do a lot on Instagram, so I sort of spread it around. But if you want real shifts, that's the Miraculous Academy. So remember, you're not soulless. You're not soulless at all. This is a shift that's happening. The essence is gone. The reptilian darker energy of many forms of energies, not just one, there's many forms, control this side. And this side over here is that real love, God, divine purity that's coming through and awakening. That's why so many people are awakening now, because they're really ready to stand up in their power. Sound pretty good, right? Yeah, so you're going to have to take some breaths, be connected, stay dedicated to moving forward, keep prepared. You always want to keep prepared because we're going to have to get through some challenging times, but know it's the crumbling of the old so these darker energies can be evicted off the planet. I always love to hear your comments. Comment below. And again, have a great day, everybody.